Evening baseball on tap in Northern California and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Oakland A's. Matt Chapman, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Daniel Gossett, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Stepping up now, Chris Taylor. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Dero, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well, both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and there's no doubt he's the biggest threat in this lineup. Don't miss any of his at-bats because we're going to see if he's going to be shooting for the moon tonight.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Here's the 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Ramirez over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Julio Urias will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
In now, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Turner. And there's 1 away.
Right fielder.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants it. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Taylor is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Oakland. We are still scoreless. So striding forward now, Cody Bellinger. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Nope. 2-0. Two and one.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Hundley finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Bellinger is retired, and there's one away. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready now, Chris Davis. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ground ball left side. Seager in the hole. And that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Hanley Ramirez. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
1-1 the count. Two and one to the A's first baseman. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it his toes. And that's the second out of the inning. Marco Hernandez steps in. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game back on Sunday. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Late that time for a strike. And he'll step off and try again. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Toles. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Third inning, no score to this point. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. At the plate, Chris Taylor, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Popped him up. Ramirez waits on it, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Nick Hundley as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Waiting on it is Toles. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch of the at bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Hundley, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Semien stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fly ball heading for the alley. Puig giving chase. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Hundley rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. In at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Wow, you gotta love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
In now, Jed Lowry. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Up next for Oakland, third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses with a curveball.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Throw won't get him.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers the hard hit line drive.
Now in the box, Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. Chapman at third. Davis is over at second with one down in the inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Into the box, Marco Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 0-1 on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Turner scoops it up onto first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the top of inning number 4.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Corey Seager.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball gets down, and the hitter is standing at second base with a solid double.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that pitch catches the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bellinger Begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in.
Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
And the changeup is way low that time.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Broxton's on the move.
And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Seager at second with 2 down. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in now, Nick Hundley. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
0-1 the count. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. Broxton, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the... In now is Yasiel Puig. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. high fastball is in there. Puig tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Here it comes, 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Ripped on the ground to first. Ramirez is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he takes ball 1. Popped him up. Hundley shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, Jed Lowry. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Grounder down the line at third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. The tag, and he is out at second. Ready for another shot now, Matt Chapman. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1 out, nobody on. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Digging in once again, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Into the box now, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Chapman is able to look this one in just past the 3rd base dugout, and that's out number 2. Here's Corey Seager. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
lifted down the line in left. Davis on the move. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Scott Alexander enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 23.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. It was first offering on its way. Hanley swings and sends it to deep left. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. His first home run of the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Now batting, second baseman,
Marco Hernandez steps in. Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Bellinger is under it. He's got it 1 away. So striding in, Nick Hundley. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run by Nick Hundley. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Now batting, center fielder, Keon Broxton.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pop committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Now batting, Marcus Semien. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back standing. First pitch of the at-bat. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Down the third baseline. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat.
Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball. Now to the plate is the Dodgers' designated hitter, Matt Kemp. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hundley over to his left, 1 out. Striding in, Yasiel Puig. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Right side, fair ball down the line. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Andrew Coles is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Grandal stands at second with 2 gone. Bounce to first. Ramirez fields it cleanly, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Forsythe ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. First offering on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Runners on first with 1 down. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. And that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Matt Chapman becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Hit in the air to shallow center. Seager onto the grass, and that's the 3rd out. Digging in, Logan Forsythe. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. 1 down. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Chris Taylor. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Stepping in, Corey Seager. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Started that swing a bit too early. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Dodgers down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 47.
Coming to the plate now, Hanley Ramirez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Now a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And this is swung on and missed that time by Ramirez. A strikeout victim, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Marco Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Nick Hundley is off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll get in there safely. In to score is the runner from first. It's 8-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien. He was a double play victim last time around. First offering on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He makes the play and that'll end the inning. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. Andrew Benintendi is into the ballgame now as he'll take over out in left field. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in, Matt Kemp. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And now is Yasiel Puig, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Turner at second. Kemp on at first with 2 down. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. That misses. 1 and 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 9-1 contest.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, Hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside.
And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Daniel Gossett earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up